G'day everyone and welcome to another Wednesday night Big Grad movie reviews. Tonight I'm continuing off with the Critter movies and ending the first saga of these films, which is Critter 4 from 1992 and directed by Rupert, Harvey, writers Rupert, Harvey, Opper, Joseph, Lyle. Cast: Time to give Opper as Joey McFadden, Terrence, Mann, Wonder Games, Kensler, Tetra / Erg, Paul Whitthorne as Ethan, Andrew Hove Rick, Angela Bassett Fran, Bert Dourif Albert, Eric Dourif Bernie, Martine Beswick as Angela. Check the voice we hear from the ship occasionally through the film. And we've got Anne Ramsey as Dr. McCormick. Plot: it's basically this: after being cryogenically frozen and waking up on a ship station in the future, the crew aim to have the unwitting crew for lunch. So basically, Critter 4 is a follow-on from Critter 3. As you know, the movie basically starts where Critter 3 ended. And I mentioned in the last video that, Charlie was, about to destroy the 2 remaining critter eggs, and where he had a mission from Erg not to destroy the eggs, as they are the last of the species, and he ordered to put them into the pod, in which the pod will basically go back to the meteorite where the critter come from originally. Doing this, when he puts those eggs into the capsule, the door closes on him, and Joey wakes up 53 years in the future on this so-called station by the name of what they called. Well, the space station was named, where is it? Well, the space station way, in which the Erg will, ask them to go to wait for them to go to pick up the capsule. They named mention, a team of newbies. Ethan, Rick, Fran, Albert, Bernie. The team that to go elsewhere, where they got the transmission from, come to a Testra. They ordered to go to this space station, and basically a part of the cancer Testra, like a base, one of the bases. So they had to go there. So Yeah, one stupid person, not saying it is, opens the capsule. They order them not to open the capsule. They order not even go near the capsule. To say, leave it alone. Wait till them to arrive. But, yeah, to open the capsule, you know, waking up Charlie, which is a good thing, but the bad thing is wasting credits onto the ship. And our breakthroughs. That's basically all I can say. We're giving away too much. And Erg is not who you think he is this time round. He's different. He's changed. Once again, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna do something a little bit different this time. I'm adding, from now on, pros and cons. That might sound better than like dislike or disappointments. Alright? Pros. Kills in this film are quite interesting when they're shown. You know, probably the acting is okay, not the greatest. Yeah. Not much we can say, but they too much of the pros. Form for the family. Had premises to be interesting. And yeah, not a bad film for what it is. Now to the cons. Basically, the directing. Everything looks in this movie just looks bad in for 1992. You know, they could tell they were like in the studio. The chip interior, you know, before that dock in the station, they can look like a 1992 movie. You could tell this made for TV. It just looks so cheap. So cheaply done. And the interior just got all these flashing buttons, something you expect from the 60s. The spaceships just look so old and you know, so out of date even for the 92 standard. You know, the models of the spaceship, the model of the outside of the space station. You know, it just could have been looked so much better. Well, this is basically made for TV, and I think even got a budget. Shit, it's got a budget. No, in the middle of the vacation got a budget. Sometimes they got a budget showing, but not for this movie. Rupert is a movie. There's not much going on in this film. The critics, you know, come in to talk about half an hour to the film, and they occasionally show up and they attack a few people, which we two. Yeah, they look okay. You know how they look back in previous movie. Yeah. Script probably the weakest I'll say of the film. The story is the most disappointing I find as well. Musical is even pretty bad. And the ending is not what doesn't really do much at all. because basically we only have a small screen time with Terrence Mann. He just shows up like in the last 10 minutes or how long he was on screen, and he barely does anything. Except for asking he wants the eggs. Not telling, what he's going to do, what he did. There's a standoff between Charlie and him. Basically, you know what a standoff is. Standoff where someone dies. So one of them dies. And this movie got the most cheapest looking explosion ever I've seen for a long time. Yeah, I've seen much better. They couldn't have any debris or anything flying off it. And that's basically the end of, the critical crates for the time being. Because they're basically on the remaining critters were on the space station. Because the two critters, the guy at the capsule, laid eggs. And more critters came. So, yeah, we're saying weekend ending. Why couldn't, an egg end up on the Earth spaceship, when they left the space station minutes before it about to explode. No, they don't have that. They just fly off in a movie. Probably a week, I'd say. To rewatchability, I think it's the weakest film in the critics movies. This is typical fourth movie. This was basically made back to back with the third movie. Based, with the same director as the third movie. Did this. Basically the same writer as well. Third movie's a lot better than this. I was expecting a lot more. The third movie was actually good. But this was just very average. And I find the weakest in there out of the four movies. Where are we watching? Ever sit down and watch a Critter Night of the four movies? Yeah, I'll probably rewatch it just for a bit of fun. Will I recommend it? Well, it's part of the Critter movie. I recommend it, but I don't expect much from it. Just expect it to be the weakest in the series. And now to give my overall score to the film. Well, I mentioned this is the weakest and the lowest. So, I'm giving critics 4 for 1992, a 5 out of 10. Thank you for checking out my movie of Critics 4 for 1992. If you like what you see, give me a like. If you're new to my channel, great. Join the family and subscribe to my channel. And to all my subscribers, see you all later. Take care. Peace.